This Civic Media podcast is sponsored by UW Organ and Tissue Donation. Organ donations are desperately needed, and now is the right time to become an organ donor. Talk to your family. Get the dot. Save lives. Go to heroicdeed.com.
For WRCE 107.7 FM News, I'm Joanne Krulotz.
Childcare has never been more expensive. During the pandemic, Wisconsin gave extra funding to childcare providers, which helped them increase pay and stay open. But that funding ended last year. One economist says lawmakers could use our huge budget surplus to help an industry that really needs it. Here's Savannah Tomei Olson.
One of the biggest tasks for the state's new legislature is to write the next biennial budget, and they've got a lot to work with. Wisconsin currently has a $4.6 billion budget surplus. Republicans have said they want to give a lot of that back to taxpayers, while Democrats want to see it spent on things like properly funding the state schools. One place they might be able to meet in the middle is property tax relief. But experts say making childcare more affordable would make a huge impact for families. Dale Knapp, Director of Research for Forward Analytics, says childcare is one of the unique sectors that could really use more government intervention.
The challenge with childcare is you think about who that market is. The market is young families who are just beginning on their career, who don't have a lot of money, and yet it costs a lot. For two kids, it can be up to 30-35% of income. The childcare workers, it's not like they're making a lot of money. They're some of the lowest paid workers that we have. So private market in and of itself can't solve this. A lot of times we want the market to solve this, but I think this is one case where the public sector has to come in.
He says lightening that child care burden would impact everybody, whether they have kids or not. If parents of young kids have more cash on hand, they have more to contribute to the economy, whether that's spending at a small business, donating money to good causes, or being able to buy a home if they've only been able to rent. The new legislature gets sworn in January 6th.
With more than $240 billion in U.S. online sales and almost $15 billion in holiday retail expected in Canada, shoppers across North America need to be alert to tactics used by scammers, such as fake advertisements, to offer deep discounts and hard-to-find popular items. Scammers found new targets on social media with popular items, such as beauty products and viral tumbler mugs, which contributed to a 125% rise in reports to the Better Business Bureau last year. In this BBB scam study update, BBB examines that rise in reports, reviews the amount of money lost, and shares stories from those caught up in the scams so the public knows what to avoid this holiday season. Pet scams make up a large portion of the reports. Rare animals like lizards and sugar gliders are used to lure in consumers. Online purchase scams are international in scope, with nearly every country in the world losing large amounts of money because of fake and misleading online purchase offers. Some red flags to watch for when making an online purchase are items offered at a deep discount, deals too good to be true, popular items sold by unknown retailer, seller asks for payment through a payment app, on professional web pages, and long shipping windows. Tips in spotting a scam include researching a seller before purchasing, comparing the item to a trusted retailer's prices and shipping windows. Don't trust a social media advertisement outright. Be extra alert when buying a viral item and avoid sales offering multiple items for the price of one and use a credit card. For more information or further inquiries, contact the Wisconsin Better Business Bureau. Since the economic downturn caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, total, full, and part-time employment in state and local governments has never fully bounced back. The number of state and local government employees took less of a hit than those in private industries, but the belt tightening by state and local governments has not loosened up enough to return to pre-pandemic employment levels as of 2023. From March 2019 to March 2023, the number of state and local government jobs declined by 101,000, or 0.5%, to 19.6 million, according to U.S. Census Bureau statistics from the annual survey of public employment and payroll. By contrast, private industry experienced a smaller percentage drop in employment and in March 2022 had rebounded beyond pre-pandemic levels with more employees seasonably adjusted than in March 2019. Private industry employment in 2022 reached a total of 129.3 million jobs, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, up over 1.2% from 127.7 million jobs in 2019, despite the pandemic downturn during that period. In March 2022, while private industry had surpassed its level of employment from March 2019, state and local governments still had not fully regained their March 2019 employment levels. Overall, state and local government employment declined 4.8% from 2020 to 2021, losing just under 948,000 employees. Elementary and secondary education saw the largest job losses by far, 5.7%, or 447,000 employees.
The Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources encourages hunters to donate Wisconsin harvested deer through the DNR's Deer Donation Program. The program supports Wisconsin residents in need by helping stock food pantry shelves with ground venison made from donated deer. Since the program began in 2000, hunters have donated over 98,000 deer, totaling nearly 4 million pounds of venison, to help Wisconsinites in need. A network of venison donation partners, including county land and water conservation departments, food pantries and charitable organizations, USDA Wildlife Services, and participating meat processors, all help administer and implement the program. Locally, you can also donate deer at various locations to help people looking for venison. Brock Rosencrans is a field to fork coordinator in Wisconsin.
There are places that you can go. You can go on the DNR website. There's a list of participating butchers on their website. I know Wisconsin River Meats, Lee up at the meat shop up in Toma, he'll take deer for processing. He actually wants to take 100 this year. Last year he had 44. So if you're willing to make the drive up there to donate some meat to a good cause, or just go out and try and find people in the community to try to donate that meat to, you don't have to eat that deer that you shoot. There are a lot of people out there who are in need of this meat, especially as prices have gone up. Beef is at an all-time high at the store, so getting a family in need some meat for the winter, for the next year, could really help your morale hunting out too. It is a pretty good feeling.
Hunters and non-hunters may also support the deer donation program through a monetary donation at any licensed sales location or online through their Go Wild account. Visit Wisconsin's Deer Donation Program webpage to learn more about the program.
For WRCE News,
a big win for the Packers. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with sports. The Packers beat the 49ers 38-10. Green Bay running back Josh Jacobs rushed for 106 yards on 26 carries, scoring 3 touchdowns. Head coach Matt LaFleur.
You know that number 8 out there? Did you see how many tackles or how many people he made him miss? It was pretty impressive. I think early on that got us going. You know, and we thought we could hit them with some of the downhill stuff. Obviously, they're missing a key part to that defense. 2 starters, actually. And so, but I thought, you know, we did what we had to do.
49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan.
You know, the first half, just the run defense was real disappointing. You know, I thought we got out of gaps a number of times. I thought we had way too many missed tackles. Just them being able to control that clock in the first half was one of the worst ones I've been a part of, just for as far as a half.
The Packers improved to 8-3. They host the Miami Dolphins this Thursday night at Lambeau Field. Elsewhere in the NFL, the Bears losing to the Vikings in Chicago 30-27 in overtime. The Bears have now lost 5 in a row. College basketball, the Wisconsin men's team with an 81-75 victory over Pittsburgh to win the Greenbrier tournament title in Orlando. The Badgers now 7-0. With sports, I'm Mike Clemens.
On your entertainment beat, I'm Pete Schwaba. The new Peacock streamer Day of the Jackal dropped November 14th and has been critically acclaimed and popular with viewers. According to Variety, the show will be picked up for a season 2. The action thriller stars Eddie Redmayne as a hired assassin who is also being hunted by a professional killer equally as skilled. Redmayne's credits include Les Mis and The Trial of the Chicago 7, and he is also Oscar nominated. The first season has 10 episodes, and new shows drop Thursday nights. That's a pretty quick commitment to a season 2, but not as fast as the John Hamm show, Your Friends and Neighbors. Apple TV has already announced a season 2 pickup for the show that hasn't even premiered yet. That's right, Season 1 isn't available till April 11th. Oftentimes after an election, regardless of which party won, people say they are leaving America. It's usually an emotional knee-jerk reaction, but Ellen DeGeneres is actually leaving. The talk show host says she is not only headed to the UK due to the election results a couple weeks ago, but she is also quitting show business. No one is happier to hear this than those who work for her. Lady Gaga's new song, Die With a Smile, is the fastest ever to reach 1 billion streams on Spotify. The song, which was a collaboration with Bruno Mars, has also picked up 2 Grammy nominations. All this on the heels of the announcement that Gaga will headline at next year's Coachella Festival. That ought to help her get that horrible Joker 2 taste out of her mouth. Timothée Chalamet's performance in the Bob Dylan biopic A Complete Unknown is getting Oscar buzz. Entertainment industry insiders are saying this is the best performance Chalamet has ever given and placing him as the Academy Award frontrunner in the Best Actor category. The Oscar chatter started after a screening on the Fox lot in LA last week, which gave insiders a first look at Chalamet's performance. A Complete Unknown hits theaters Christmas Day. Speaking of the Oscars, Chalamet's co-star in A Complete Unknown, Monica Barbaro, is also getting Oscar buzz in the Best Supporting Actress category, according to Variety. Variety put out its list of frontrunners in the category, which also included Ariana Grande for Wicked, Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez, and Isabella Rossellini for Conclave. Looks like I got snubbed again, folks. For more showbiz fun, tune in to Nightlight with me, Pete Schwaba, weeknights from 6 to 8 p.m. on the Civic Media Radio Network.
It is going to be cloudy with scattered showers today, a little breezy with falling temperatures. We're going to drop from the mid-40s this morning into the mid to upper 30s by late this afternoon. Tonight, partly cloudy, down to 22. Tomorrow, sunshine, 35. On Wednesday, a few flurries, high of 37. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable. Currently, it's 42.
The national news cycle never stops, but it can be hard to find news about your local community. Civic Media is dedicated to providing quality local and state news coverage across Wisconsin. With the Civic Media app, you can get notifications about local stories that matter to you and your community. Find the free Civic Media app in your phone's app store and choose notifications from the menu to tell us what kind of news you want to hear about.